John, good to see you. A really important topic today. The 5 documents every wealthy client needs to preserve their family legacy. And this is vitally important when it comes to intergenerational wealth transfers. For the wealthy, the stakes are often higher, the mistakes are magnified, and all members of the family have an incentive and often the means to litigate if things don't go their way. So, your first document, you say you need an updated estate plan. And there's a lot that goes into this, right, John?
Yeah, well, even before the updated estate plan, Aaron, can you believe? I think it's about 68% of people have no estate plan at all.
Yeah.
We're trying to
Scary.
change that. We are
Mhm.
trying to change that. We are on a mission to change that, especially if you own property in California, you have to understand the cost of probate is through the roof. So we really encourage our clients to at least have a will and a living trust. And once you get that living trust, oftentimes it's a transaction between attorney and client. You have to understand that you have to update that trust. And every year we look at our clients' beneficiary documents and trust, make sure that everything's still current. But you should update and review your trust at least every 3 years. You need to be aware that trust can change with tax laws. If you have a big family event like a birth, a death, a marriage, a divorce, or if there's a falling out with somebody, you have to update your trust because you don't want the wrong person being a power of attorney, healthcare directive, or inheriting or disinheriting your loved ones.
Right. So important. And I'm glad you mentioned trust because the second consideration would be to evaluate various trusts. And this is advanced planning, though. This really is for the wealthy clients. Explain this, please.
Yeah, so this is where you're really getting into a lot of the tax planning and the
Hmm.
most insidious tax to pass on is the estate tax. It is the worst tax rates, and we're talking about once you cross the estate tax exemption, which is now down to just over $6 million per person, down from 12. Could this go even lower? Yes. But for the ultra high net worth people, this becomes an issue. And this is where you have to look at different types of trusts, irrevocable trusts,
Mm.
insurance or ILET trusts, grants or retained annuity trusts, charitable remainder trusts. There's a lot of different advanced planning trusts that can specifically target your current tax situation and potential future estate taxes.
Mm. Third, you say these clients need a legacy letter. What is that exactly?
Yeah, so we give all of our clients what's called the Family Legacy Organizer, which
Hmm.
involves the Family Legacy Letter. This is not a legally binding document, but it really focuses more on the emotional aspects of the relationship outside the legal trust. And really, what this is saying is, first of all, it gives you the opportunity to write a goodbye letter. Oftentimes, people don't get the chance to say their goodbyes. They have a sudden or tragic passing. So this gives you ability to say what you always wanted to say. It also gives the ability to tell your children, your wife, your grandchildren how much you love them, and for them to be able to go back to that when they're missing you.
Hmm.
But it also, and I speak, this really came with the passing of my best friend when we were grieving and we were planning his funeral and having to the little arguments of what his favorite songs are, who's going to be the pallbearers. You can determine all that, and that
Hmm.
really does take a lot of stress off your family.
Hmm. Just gives them the space to grieve as
Yeah.
opposed to plan. Yes, so important. Next, you suggest a family governance plan.
Yeah, and this is more what we would like to say a conflict management policy. And this is really, where you're going to give the roles and responsibilities to your children or whoever you're leaving the money to, and really spell out their roles so there's no confusion. And again, it's all about protecting the family from that added stress and potential added in family infighting.
Right, right. And then last, a succession plan for the family business.
Yes, if you are a business owner, this is critical. You must have a business succession plan, especially if you have one child that may be part of that business and one child that isn't, right? You have to spell out their roles of that business going forward and, the proceeds of that business. So you must have a business succession plan.
John, these are really important steps and documents, some more complicated than others. If somebody has questions about getting any of this set up, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, well, if you have questions or you're looking for more info, always visit our website, www.gosecurus.com. We have a ton of resources and videos and podcasts on there for you to look up. And while you're on the website, you can go over to the Contact Us tab, and you can either schedule a 15-minute conversation where we'll answer any general questions you may have, or you can schedule a complimentary clarity and vision consultation. If you don't want to do it on the website, you want to do it the old-fashioned way, you can give us a call at the office, 858-935-6210, and we'll get you on the schedule.
All the ways. All right. John, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Erin.